Okay, so here I've started my Zoom meeting and I am going to show you how it should look like when you're with the kids. So here's my unmute, my start video. Now if I want to do my virtual background, I can. I just go to the little arrow and I can choose anything from here. Again, you can upload your own screen. Here are the settings from here. If you have dual monitors, like if you have two screens, you can do one like for your video, for your actual screen, and then the work that you're trying to show the kids. The themes, the system settings, skin tone colors. You can see even more settings here. The video again, and again, if it would work better if you have like a clear, like a solid background, or if you have green, that would be even better. Audio right here. Your share screen. Side-by-side mode, I actually like that, having that there. When I silence side notifications, so this is important, so when you're doing a Zoom and you have messages popping up and you're sharing, you want that to turn off, you can do that right there. Chat, it's on the left. There's people, you can block a student if they're acting up. Right here, you can see your unread messages. I usually have them, I'm going to put unread messages at the top, so those are the first things that I see. And here are any more settings here. Play sound when I receive a new message. Your virtual background again. Your recording. Where do you want your recordings to go? You can choose. I would like to, make sure that you do that before. And your email account, your statistics, your keyboard, and accessibility, if you want closed captioning or not. And so we're done there. You can also go to security if you want to lock the meeting so that people, no more people can log in. You can do so. You can enable the waiting room. Students can share screen. They can chat. You can turn that on and off at any time. Here would be the list of your students. And of course, remember how we turned this on so the students can give you, they need a break, they need a way. These are things that they have, right? Little controls that you turned on in our first part of the video. Can students mute themselves from entry? Yes. Play enter chime, lock meeting, of course. And you can mute all or unmute all. If there's somebody that you need to email really quick and give them the invitation, like they're running late, just put in their email right here or their phone number and do so. Here's their share screen. So let's say, for example, I am the host, right? But I want everybody else to share, so I could just click on this. Multiple participants can share it simultaneously. So more than one person can share. Or I can go to advanced right here. See? Who can share? Multiple participants can share. Host and participants. So this is grayed out. But if only one can share at a time, only I can share. That's something that you can turn on and off depending on what you're doing. Here are the breakout rooms. So this is something, again, we had to turn on before the meeting. So here, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 rooms. Put automatically and manually. Automatically means that it doesn't matter like you can put students in whatever, right? If you don't care what order they're going to. Or you can put them in yourself manually. So let's do automatically and see how that goes. And so the students will automatically be assorted. It's kind of like a random picker, right? But if I want to do it manually, I would have to assign myself. And when you have a student name here, you can actually move them from room to room if needed, or exchange, swap one out, right? Those are actually options that you have. Here under options, like how long do you want the breakout rooms to be? For my example, it says here you can move them all automatically. I like that option, just sometimes I just want to. Allow participants to return to the main session at any time. I'm going to put no. Breakout rooms close automatically after, I'm going to take we usually do it for 30 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. Notify me when the time is up and a countdown. It's here, it's set for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do 15 seconds. We don't need that much time. I can always recreate this. If I don't like this, I can always make a new one. Recreate another room. Or I can always add another room if needed. See? Or I could delete as needed as well. And then assign the students where they need to go. Again, try maybe having this up while you're getting ready for class. Here's your record button. You can record without audio, you can unmute yourself, whatever you need to do. And reactions, again, clap or, this is something for your students if you need to. And the chat. So here's the chat. Students here would be able to chat with one another depending on their permissions. Here's the options, the ellipses. So I can do, participants can chat with no one, host only, or everyone publicly. Now, again, you can change that setting if you go back to the zoom.us website. If you want them to be able to chat within themselves, it's up to you. We usually at the end of our meetings, we have students type in their names, and then I take that as attendance. So then I already have the setting where it says save chat right here. And then it'll download it and you can use it to your computer. And you can use it for record keeping. Exit full screen if I don't want this so big. I also have the option of once I actually have students, I can put them towards the top or the bottom. And here, making sure that on your screen before you start zooming, that it's very nice and neat. This is my Mac, so I try to have my folders at the top where it's easily accessible. If you have any PowerPoints that you're going to use, drag them out. So this is a worksheet that I'm going to use for today. Go ahead and put that out. Make sure you have all this ready before the students log in. So that way you're not fumbling around and you're not looking into folders and having kids look at things that they're not supposed to, right? Make sure that you have your video set up like you want to, have your tabs ready, right? Double check to make sure that everything's correct. Double check that you've logged into the correct, because it does kill time whenever you have to log in during the meeting, and the less time you can do that, the better. For the students, you grab their attention. And of course, another feature that I wanted to mention is that whenever I am sharing my screen, for example, click here, share computer sound, and or optimize screen share. This makes it not look so pixelated. Here's my whiteboard. I can connect my iPad or anything I need to. I can connect just a portion of my screen. I can connect, especially if a document camera, this is where you would put your document, switch from there. Files, if I want the students to see a file, I can go to my Google Drive and collect it from there. I actually want to share music with them, so this is a great feature for when you have students waiting and you just want them to see the music. You can put a little classical music while they're waiting and put some instructions here. So what we could do is you open up a PowerPoint and we're going to be doing our lesson for today, but before that I'm going to go ahead and put welcome to class, please get a pencil and paper, before or whatever, or get pages 35 to 67 of your Go Math. These are instructions, so of course this can be displayed while the students are waiting. You can share your screen, put some music on, and have them prepare, and then gives you a couple minutes to get ready mentally and your technology ready. Here, let's say I am going to share and I want the whiteboard. I'm going to share this. This is my whiteboard. I can have students annotate if needed, right? I'm writing and I want students. I'm like, all right, guys, what's 4 plus 4? Okay, equals 8. But what if I want students to solve that, right? So I can actually do that. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this part, and I want all right, guys, who can volunteer to go ahead, And here, when you're sharing something, this option will pop up, the more. And here you can hide the controls. You can share computer sound. You can show names of annotators. You can disable annotate. So if you have students that are just acting a fool and are drawing all over, right? And you actually, 1, you can disable it, or 2, you can actually show their names. Super powerful. This really helps with disruption. And I guess if you want to record just this whiteboard part, you can too. Okay, well, I hope this solves some issue of Zooming with your students. Please let me know in the video if there's any more tutorials that you would like.